What is up, y'all? Welcome to episode 27 of the Restored Geeks Podcast. My name is Tristan.
I'm Chandler.
I'm Joseph.
Yes, sir, and I want to make a correction of last podcast that we did. I said that one was episode 27. I was wrong. That was episode 26, but this one is episode 27. So, yes. Anyway, Jacksepticeye making a Bloodborne movie. Avengers Doomsday reported to be nearly $1 billion. And George R.R. Martin still has not finished Winds of Winter. All that coming up. But first off, we'll start off with gaming. What have you all been getting into in gaming? Starting with you, Joseph.
Been mainly finishing my Pokemon.
Dude, you have several. I said you had a 14-hour stream. I went back and looked. The one before it was 12 hours. The one before that was 11 hours.
You can say you like the Pokemon just a little bit.
I like my Pokemon. The thing is, I'm finally pretty much almost finished. I just need this kind of help.
My single only issue in why I don't play Pokemon for that long, and I know you don't actually deal with this, so that's why you're able to play it for so long. But when you're trying to get through the campaign and you have a ratio of 85% dialogue to 15% gameplay,
Yes.
That's why I usually if I want to do something long playing Pokemon, I'll do that and I'll just go explore a lot and then do that and then
what I'm trying to do is I've already beaten all of the DLC and stuff for Violet. Now I'm doing Scarlet's main campaign, so then I could transfer over all of its exclusive Pokemon to home, and then from Violet to home, and then get my shiny Meloetta, and then after that I'll start on a shiny Living Dex. While I wait for Winds and Waves, which I have no idea when that'll come out.
Yeah, I have no idea when that'll come out. But yeah, I've been playing that. I finally played me a little bit of Marvel Rivals since I got the computer situation fixed.
Yeah, drivers, these new drivers are screwing everybody over. I don't recommend updating for a while right now.
Speaking of Winds and Waves, they said that the game will be a break from the norm. What do you think about that?
Game Freak said that?
Yeah, they said they're going to innovate the Pokemon formula. Well, my first thought is this is way too late.
Yeah, Pal World finally kicking them in the butt?
Yep. Well, especially when they lost their patents.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now Pal World has free reign.
Well, there's a reason why Pal World got so popular. It's because they wanted a game like that from Game Freak, and Game Freak hasn't been doing
I've said this 100 times. I've said this.
Pokemon from America.
Yes.
Well, I've said this 100 times. We don't even need it.
America?
We don't need it to be.
Guns and everything.
Yes. Call of Duty Pokemon.
I've said it like
Hire us, Game Freak. We got the ideas.
Anyway, I've said it.
Yes.
I've said it like 100 times, but mainly to Joseph. I've not said it on this podcast before. But Nintendo has an easy moneymaker, and that is to make an updatable Pokemon game that has every Pokemon in it.
Mm-hmm.
How many are there? Are there like 1,000 now?
There's over 1,000,
Yeah.
but for some odd reason, they continue to concise the games down to 200.
Yeah.
And then maybe 400 if we're lucky through the DLCs. If they would make a game, they could continue making other games, but they could have a game that is like Pixelmon or something, where it's a Power World style open world. It has every single Pokemon in it, and then they can add new regions and stuff
You
to
could
it.
add Pokemon.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying stuff because I don't know anything about Pokemon.
But I'm pretty sure back then people were trying to.
Can you imagine
like that?
Can you imagine Legends Arceus, but with some actual full effort into it? And it has a massive open world with all of the Pokemon in different regions, and they can continue to add new regions through DLC.
Yeah, I remember around back then, I'm pretty sure someone was making one to where you can explore every single region, which means you can get every single Pokemon. So you go to one region, and then it'll be like, well, you select all these 3 regions, which one you want to go to, and then you can pick one, and then you can go back to the other ones later on down the line, so you can get everything. But then, of course, Nintendo was like, no.
Mm-hmm. And y'all ever get into Digimon?
No.
I think you played the new Digimon game.
I tried.
Bruh.
I want to play the new Digimon game. I'm poor.
You got 3 of them.
Have y'all seen them Pokemon movies, like the originals?
Oh, yeah, I have
You
them.
got 3 things in Digimon. You got You either evolve into some dinosaur, you evolve into some dragon, or for some reason every single Pokemon eventually or every single Digimon eventually evolves into some anime girl with big boobs hybrid.
Nice. Based. But anyway.
Indeed.
What was Pokemon Stadium? Wasn't that like a Super Smash Bros. Pokemon kind of thing? Okay, well. I was going to say, okay, fine. We need a Super Smash Bros. With Pokemon.
Pokemon Stadium is not Super Smash Bros. That new Pokemon Stadium is the new Pokemon League.
What is Pokemon Stadium?
I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Yeah, it's Pokemon Champions.
Pokemon Champions is that's probably one that I can say about meaning that it's.
We need Mario Kart but with Pokemon.
That's because they're trying to put their own regulations on the tournaments, and they don't know their own game as well as they think they do.
We need like golf, except with Pokemon.
Like, I will 100% stay on. You need to respect developer vision, but oftentimes, no offense, developers, your gamers do end up knowing your game more than you do.
Yeah.
We need Pokemon tennis.
Really?
What are you, freaking One Piece? We're getting several different One Piece shows that we don't.
Well, isn't Pokemon like one of the biggest franchises in existence?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, heck, it's been here since the 19...
Yeah, they're making One Piece of everything. I scrolled and found a...
You want to go to Popeyes to get yourself the Luffy meal?
Seriously? Is that for... Well,
Yes, it's real.
Bro. Right, same thing's gonna happen to Demon Slayer, too, if it does like $1 billion with this next movie or something.
Man, took us all that time to talk about...
Yeah, now what other games have you played?
And just...
You was gonna play Fascist Simulator for the Emperor.
But no,
He couldn't get on Warhammer, so I got subjected to some of the most disrespect I've ever had.
Oh yeah, talk about your glorious ending in Left 4 Dead 2.
I have never rage quit this game so fast.
I wish we were streaming when we were playing that, because that we need to keep that.
If Left 4 Dead actually worked, I would have streamed it. And
We were doing Death
that was
Toll.
great.
We were doing Death Toll, and I think it was the end of the 4th chapter.
Yes, we have one more chapter to go.
It was the end of the 4th chapter. We were right near the safe room. There's a staircase you have to walk up, then you jump over the gate to get to the safe room.
Mm-hmm.
We died at the staircase. We died the first time because the Horde just absolutely annihilated us at the staircase.
And the AI bots were useless.
They are completely useless. Well, we get back to said staircase, and I say, if we die on this same staircase, I'm getting off. And then
You got hit.
Tristan is in his room over here,
Yes.
not staying with the team leader, as Peanut would say,
Yes.
and he got downed. Zoe goes into the room to get him and proceeds to stand there and do absolute jack diddly.
Well, she just looked at me. Is what she did.
She didn't even smack the zombies off of her while they were just beating her to death. Then she goes down. I'm running up the staircase getting killed, but then I turn and Lewis is at the bottom of the staircase doing the exact same thing. He's standing there doing nothing.
Yeah.
He goes down. I managed to kill the Horde. Freaking out. Now go to revive Lewis and get grabbed by a smoker. I thought it was over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, by some miracle, aka the director decided to play a prank on me.
Yes.
I got out of the smoker's grasp. I killed the smoker, revived Lewis and Zoe. Zoe, because Tristan completely died because Zoe did absolutely nothing to help him.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, this is it. We're not dying here. I have been saved. It's time to go. Well, I walk back out of the room, take one step on the staircase. The Horde respawns. I get surrounded. The other two aren't doing anything, so they both go down again, and then I get pounced on by a hunter. And I have not rage quit so hard. That same staircase.
It's been a while since I laughed that hard playing a game. That was great. That was just comedy.
The director played a prank on me. It was really like, all right, I'll give you a second chance.
It's like, for everybody that know, the director is like an AI thing that Valve put into.
Yeah, it dynamically changes how you play based on how good you are.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it just decides to be a douchebag.
Yes. Yeah, that was great. That was awesome. Yeah, for me, it was like Left 4 Dead 2. It was more of Resident Evil 4 remake. I beat El Gigante and going past that, I just beat him, so I'm not like at the church, I think, is what's directly after him. And also, Kingdom Hearts 1.
Nice.
I've been listening to the soundtrack and it made me want to play it because those games. Kingdom Hearts 1, I think, is a masterpiece. It's fantastic.
This guy over here has started like 6 different playthroughs on the hardest difficulty and never beat any of them.
Yes.
I beat the first one.
Wait.
Back in the day.
What?
I don't
Kingdom Hearts?
Who's the final boss?
If I remember, it was
Don't.
the one. If I can remember, it was like a big old ship, bloody ship looking thing.
Okay, maybe he did beat him.
Okay, maybe you did.
Maybe he did.
I don't remember the names. I just remember that.
I do remember.
It's Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness.
I do remember him saying that he got towards the end. By the way, the reason I said don't is because Ansem has 8 phases or so, and I wanted to see which one he would say.
It's Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness, who, in 2, you find out is the Heartless of a guy named Xehanort. Wait, hold up. There's a guy named Xehanort. The main villain to 2 is Xemnas, the nobody of Xehanort. However, in 3, you find out, that Xehanort...
You find out that Xehanort is actually the old dude, and neither of them were either the Heartless or the... Or does he
possess the body of a guy named Terra?
Because he possessed Terra, but there was actually a young Xehanort that came forward in time, and the Xemnas and Ansem are actually the Heartless and Nobodies of the young Xehanort, not actual Xehanort.
Caught it! Did you get all of this?
And this is why I play Kingdom Hearts for the gameplay, not for the story.
Listen, the first game, Ansem was quite literally just a dude who studied darkness and then fell to it.
Yeah.
It was fine that way, but they retcon and convolute the crap out of it in 2 and 3. However, Xemnas at the end of 2, I think, is one of the most epic final boss fights in gaming.
I think I got halfway in the second one for the hardest difficulty.
Oh, you need to beat it.
Now,
I got halfway.
Yeah.
Now, I beat the second game on its hardest difficulty, and I beat the first game on its hardest difficulty. I think the first game I did every boss except for the Xemnas fight, the secret fight.
Yeah.
You rage quit on Sephiroth. I remember that.
Is that where
You quit playing because of Sephiroth.
Is that where you fight him in Maleficent's room?
Yes.
First game? Yeah.
You don't know it's him. He's just got a hood on, but the only way you can
his
tell that it's him
lightsabers.
is he's got the 2 lightsabers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 2, I gave up. I tried one.
Those data fights.
I tried one data fight and said, this is not fun.
No. That's if you're a masochist. But
Yeah. And then 3, I got mostly through the game on the hardest difficulty. I think I got to the key graveyard,
yeah.
but I think it was just because I just got bored.
Yeah, 3 is like too easy, and it's freaking convoluted. Well, I'm talking about if you're not doing the hardest.
Just 3 is too easy. You're not going to say anything about that for spending 3 hours on the first area because you kept getting one shot.
Well, you were on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
Yes. I forgot all about that.
What?
Yes.
I was saying that because 1 is brutally hard, even just on normal, if you play it. So yeah.
Partially, but that's also because your dumb butt didn't level up at all.
Yeah, if you don't, it's one of those you have to fight almost every enemy to level up. If you don't,
there are 2 games now that he had me convinced his save file were bricked for because in both of them were just because he didn't level up. One is Kingdom Hearts 1. It was near impossible to kill Ansem.
Ansem was impossible.
And then the other one is freaking Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door. He was outside. This is impressive.
Yes.
He got past Grodus and Bowser without leveling up a single partner.
Yes. Listen, the way I play RPGs back when I was younger was like what they call foot to head.
Yeah.
Like you slam into the wall repeatedly until I go through it.
Bruh.
But yeah, no, you need to finish Kingdom Hearts 2. Xemnas at the end of it, I think, is one of the most epic final bosses in games.
Being every single game is designed to being them on the hardest.
5 phases, but yeah, it's
never beat.
You're going after the Master Blade again, aren't you?
No. Maybe. I might. I don't know. I'll see.
Well, you ain't fighting Sephiroth without it.
Yeah, you can't fight Sephiroth. But yeah, one is one of my one and two are like some of my two favorite games alongside like Metroid Prime 1 and 2. They're fantastic. Yeah,
I forgot about the brain. The first one I think you were trying to tell me about. I was like,
I told you the process to get it, and you got mad and said, "Yeah, that's too complicated."
yes,
And that's why you rage quit Sephiroth, because he's dang near impossible without it.
yes.
that's why
In both games,
that's why now I actually have a brain.
he's not in 3.
So,
None of the Final Fantasy
Well,
characters are in 3.
The worst part about, I know they ruined that.
Yeah.
And then now looking at the trailer for 4, it looks like it's nothing but Final Fantasy characters, and we're removing the Disney.
Yeah, well, maybe that's a good thing because modern Disney is garbage.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the hardest part in 1 about getting the Master Key is you have to run around in a certain area until you hope that this mushroom dude, this little dude in a hoodie, appears. And you got about maybe less than a millisecond reaction time before he just vanishes.
Yeah, yes, yes. God, I hate that. Yeah, that's the one thing that keeps me from wanting to get the Ultimate Blade. In 1 is that.
Oh, back on Left 4 Dead 2, you want to hear some? Yeah, I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts this morning and saw a guy streaming Back 4 Blood. Well, it just happened that somebody messaged him around the same time that I got on there and asked him why he ain't playing like Left 4 Dead 2. Why is he playing Back 4 Blood?
Well, he gave a terrible take, didn't he?
His response was, why would I play that game? This game has better graphics.
Oh my gosh.
I think he needs to get his eyes checked.
No, he's right. It does have better graphics.
It has better graphics, but it does not have better gameplay.
Exactly. I'm so tired of the graphics debate. I'm so tired of it.
Yes.
Some of my favorite games of all time are they look like 8-bit garbage things. Like Vampire Survivors is one of my favorite games of all time.
I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 1. The cutscenes, their mouths will go.
It's like,
Oh, you think that's bad? World of Warcraft, the people, they literally will go, that's it? And then they'll say an entire massive paragraph.
Yes.
And they're just going,
yeah.
It's just like,
But the gameplay's fun.
it's like
so.
with Sly Cooper. With Sly Cooper was one of my favorite, and oh boy, that looked.
no, what favorite game is an understatement. Bro knew where every pickup was by heart.
Hey, that's like me with Metroid Prime 1. I know where everything is located in that game. So.
I was just playing Sly Cooper at his house one day, and I kid you not, I walked into a room and started walking forward, and he said, watch that corner. Dude popped out of the corner and hit me. Killed the dude. I jumped 2 feet in the air, and he said he's going to come out of the ground. And I was like, what? And I jump, and he pops up and hits me.
Hey, listen, that's the beauty of like.
He said, jump off to the side, there's a pickup over
There's a
there.
beauty of like playing a game. Like as a kid, getting a game. You were only allowed to get like a couple of games, maybe a year. You would play the crap out of them and knew everything about them.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Sly Cooper was like one of those games how I played constantly. So
Yeah.
everything about that game.
Yeah.
The
But yeah-
first, second, and third one.
But yeah, like the graphics thing, we're at a point now, especially where like graphics are kind of almost topped out in the sense that like it's like tiny little increments each time. So like we got.
Well, I don't care about the peach fuzz on my character's face.
It's gotten so annoying to where like games are not optimized. They run like crap just because of the peach fuzz, as you said.
Yeah.
No, the gameplay is the number one. Gameplay is number one. Then if you're able to do the graphics on top of that, fine. But gameplay and art design, I would say, is more important.
Because nowadays we're just getting to the point where it's graphics over gameplay, which is now causing stability issues in every single game.
Yeah. I would much rather have art design than gameplay because it gives like a game a charm and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, not gameplay, graphics is what I meant. Art design over graphics. So.
Yeah, artistic, yeah.
Yeah. But what about you, Chad? What you been playing?
Been playing the crap out of Space Marine 2. There's a ton of new content I didn't know was there.
Nice. I beat the tutorial to Space Marines.
Yeah.
I finally beat it.
I
absolutely love the game, but there are 2 enemies in it that are just so poorly designed that I physically cannot give it a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is... I don't know what this thing's, the Arthanthrope, something like that. I'm not even going to try it. It's two flying Tyranid things, and they shield one another. They wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for their ability being near undodgeable.
Yeah.
And then if it does hit you, or if it doesn't, you can still dodge it and it'll still hit you. It hits both your shield and your health.
Yes.
So they can two-shot you and you wouldn't even know they were there.
Yeah.
The other one is this Void Beast thing. It's got like 6 variants, but it shows up and you all can't see this, but he can. This is how it attacks.
Just
flails at you.
It flails at you so fast it's impossible to do almost impossible to do anything. Yeah, you could hear my arm movement thing. And it'll delete all of your shields and all of your health in a matter of a millisecond if you're not just able to dodge out of the way. And they have the lock-on thing that I can't stand games doing, where to make the enemy more aggressive, when you go to roll away from it, it floats towards you.
Yes.
Continues to gravitate towards you.
Yeah, I hate that.
So it's impossible to actually get away from them.
Or when they do, like, they like lock on you, like they go.
Yes, they do that too.
I hate
There are several enemies in that game that will 180 mid-air just to hit you. I fought the friggin' Hive Tyrant today, and I kid you not, I walked through the door, hid behind a pillar, and he dashed forward and then clipped to the side through the pillar and hit me anyway.
Yep.
So I was just like, okay.
I don't know why I got on and played all the fun.
It's a fun game.
It is a fun game.
Yeah.
Do not play it on high difficulties.
So I'm normal. I'm on normal.
Yeah.
I'm not,
So basically there's like,
For the Emperor.
I think there's about 17 total missions. There's only 5 in the campaign. And you all completed 1.
Yes.
So there's a ton to do after we get done. That's what I meant by don't play it on higher difficulties. Because when you get done with the campaign, you enter a pseudo live service type thing where you got to level up your character and collect stuff. There's difficulty levels to it. Your first 2 difficulties I would consider easy and hard. The rest of them I would consider absolute bullcrap.
Yes.
But anyway, I also played Left 4 Dead 2, which was an experience.
Yep. Yes.
I've stepped a little bit away from World of Warcraft because my addiction got so strong.
Bruh.
Yeah. But then I did make a new character for like a couple hours. It only took me like 3 hours to reach level 80.
My addiction is so strong, so I made a new character.
Yeah. They added a new subclass to Demon Hunter, and it is awesome.
Nice.
And then I played a game called Windrose.
I've heard of it. Is that good?
Yes. And that leads us into our first news topic. And our favorite segment here at the Restored Geeks that has been going on for the past 5 sessions is It's time to crap on Marathon. Yeah. Marathon continues to fall in player count. Some people, it'll occasionally go up by a couple hundred.
Yeah.
And people will be like, see, it's not dead. And then it'll drop again. It peaked out at...
We're so back.
It peaked out on a peak day, Sunday, at 22,000.
Nice.
That is way less. I think
That was going to be the Destiny kill.
I think that's 6,000 less than last weekend,
Mhm.
and it's just continuing to trend downward. I don't think it'll fully go off. I think it'll taper off around 15K, because of course the gamers out there don't know how to respect themselves and demand better games.
Yeah,
They continue to get onto their corporate slop.
Yeah, it's like brand loyalty, which is just stupid.
Yeah, but the reason I bring up Marathon is it got absolutely smoked by a new indie game that came out called Windrose.
Nice.
Now, Windrose is another survival game. It's kind of it's got mechanics like Valheim.
Valheim, yes.
It's got mechanics like Valheim, and it's a pirate game, so you get to sail around and do all of that, and I'm
Nice.
absolutely having a blast with it. It is currently in early access, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but it has enough to it that it is definitely a playable game.
Yeah.
But it sold over 100,000 copies within the first day and a half,
Mhm.
which already smashed Marathon with its 88,000 peak players.
Yeah.
And then into its second weekend, or its first or second weekend, I think it's first weekend, it has gone over 200,000 peak players.
Nice. Awesome.
I think it's like 224,000, which is nearly 3 times as much as Marathon.
Mm-hmm.
An indie game with a fraction of the budget, made by a couple very passionate people,
Yeah.
slamming this corporate crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah, Marathon didn't even hit 100,000, and it's made by a huge AAA company.
These are the years of the indie games.
Yes.
Good. We need that.
We need that. We need these companies to be shaking in their boots.
Yes, because
Exactly.
they've been coming out with garbage the past decade. So, yeah. I want to say like 2015 was like the last actual good year of like just Western media in general.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to try to hide it and wait as long as they can, but I can almost guarantee you that sometime in the near future, we will see massive layoffs from Bungie.
Probably. Not that we want that to happen, but yeah.
I kind of do want Bungie just to completely crumble.
Well, I'm talking about,
Hopefully these people can find some better studios or do an indie one of their own, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because Bungie isn't Bungie anymore. Although the original Bungie people, they are not there anymore.
Yeah. It's like how the people from Skylanders that got let off made the Voidlands game.
Yeah.
So Epic and Disney are wanting to make a Arc Raiders games themselves.
I can't wait to be running around the open area and then I get 360 no scope by friggin' Goofy.
Bruh. That'll be pretty good.
And when I'm dead, I'll be like,
Yes.
I'll be angry about it, and he'll be like, I'll effing do it again.
I'll do it again. Gorge.
It reminded me of where I saw it. He just said, "Well, I'm gonna play as Grandma Coco, basically 360ing one of those robots from Incredibles while you're looking for churros."
That's basically just Fortnite. What the heck? We got all this in Fortnite, basically.
Fortnite's dead, anyways.
Yes. But no, of course they're wanting to, instead of do something original, they're wanting to copy off of an already popular game.
Yeah.
We're basically
It's going to be slop compared to Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders basically becoming the Fortnite to Five Nights at Freddy's type stuff, to where we're getting games like them.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Because it's so popular, I don't like get on this bandwagon.
Yeah, now we're going to get the exact same 3-player survival shooter thingy, extraction shooter.
Extraction shooter.
Yeah.
The thing is Arc Raiders is losing its player base to the same reasons that every other forced PvP game is losing its player base. It's fun for a moment, and then all of the average players leave, and it's nothing but sweats, so then you just want to play alone.
Yeah. And there's not much like new content being put on it either. So that's the problem with all live service games here.
Well, yeah, because, and again, Bungie coined the do not over-deliver.
Yeah.
So now...
But overpriced.
Now the motto is we give as little as possible and charge as much as possible.
Yes, exactly.
Now,
I'm not saying Arc Raiders is doing that.
Arc Raiders is...
I think they're trying, but they're an indie studio, so they're struggling to get big content out like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, if this Epic Disney thing is going to be free, I will try it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try it just to see how bad it is, but if it costs money, I ain't buying it. It's like Marathon. We thought that it was going to be free, so me and Chandler were going to try it when it came out, but it wasn't free. It cost money, so we're like, nope, we're not buying it. Arc Raiders was the only game that I'm like, yes, take my money.
Yes.
Also, Windrose allows you to play solo or with friends. No forced PvP in this pirate game.
Nice.
The game next up, the game Pragmata came out.
Pragmata.
I haven't played it. I haven't seen much on it. It does look interesting. It doesn't look like my type of game.
Yeah.
It just kind of looks like Death Stranding.
Yeah,
extra steps.
That's what I was about to say. It looks like a escort simulator.
It is, and I can't stand those. I cannot stand having to escort a brain dead NPC.
Yes,
but apparently she's not actually that brain dead. It's actually apparently a good game, and there is one dynamic to the game that is upsetting the internet.
Yes.
There is a father-daughter relationship type of thing going on with the one of the main characters being a little girl, android, I think she is.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And then the dude, and it's kind of like The Last of Us Part 1, where you had that father-daughter situation with Joel and Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, the weirdos, leftists on the internet can't stand when a normal relationship, a normal, like, human-type relationship's going on, like father-daughter or, man and woman.
Yes.
Is going on, so they have to throw a fit. And they tried to do a slander campaign where they were trying to claim that a lot of people playing the game love children, really love children.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't say the other word on YouTube because YouTube are a little...
Yes.
Sexualizing?
Yes. But it's not true. I'm sure there is a small group.
There most
There
definitely probably is, yeah.
I'm sure there is a small group of weirdos, but it is nowhere near to the extent that outlets like Kotaku are trying to push out and all this. It's just another slander campaign against a game that didn't conform.
Right, exactly. Yep.
And I'm really tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people trying to gaslight me and think I'm an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. It's you. Speaking of that, you also have the game Mouse for Hire PI.
Yeah.
It looks like it's like Doom, except like old black and white Mickey Mouse stuff.
What?
It looks wild and wacky. So,
is it made by the same people who made that really effed up cheese game?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It is the same style.
Yeah, or they just had it in the same style. Because I remember wishlisting. I saw like the love.
Didn't you play cheese?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I told you to play cheese.
You told me to play it, but I never had the money.
Yeah, that game's effed up.
I still have not seen anything on it. It's just I want to play it at some point.
yes. But yeah, I don't know. It just looks really cool. It looks really wacky, fun. So, yeah. Well, with all that being said, we'll move into movies. What movies have y'all been watching? Joseph.
No.
I haven't seen a movie. What about you, Chandler? You seen a movie? No? Okay. So we'll move into movie news then. Jacksepticeye, the YouTuber, is supposedly making a Bloodborne animated film. Now, I have not actually watched the video. His video is like 6 minutes, so I don't know what kind of animation. I'm hoping anime, but maybe. I don't know. And yeah, what do we think about Jacksepticeye? Because I know he's a huge fan of it. He had that like hunter's mark tattoo on his forearm. So the thing is that I expect it to be faithful to whatever, if he's doing like lore or whatever.
Don't. So here's my problem, because you're not taking into the correct aspects. Jacksepticeye is not the issue. I do think Jacksepticeye will do a good job. The issue is that this still has to be greenlit by FromSoft, that have been doing some really stupid things with their stuff right now.
Yeah.
That's really my only worry. Like, what is FromSoft greenletting him to do? Is they going to let him do it? Because if they let him do it, I think we'll get a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Or film or whatever. If they start stepping in and doing stupid stuff like that, like, I don't really know, because they're the reasons we didn't get a remaster or anything like that. They clearly don't really care about the IP. So I'm worried what they're going to do with it.
Unless they're going to let him do what they want, then you're going to be like, Derek, shut up about it now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, if they let him do what he wants, I think it'll be fine. Kind of like Mark did with Iron Lung.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying is that I think because it's not really stated whether he's writing or whatnot. If it was completely up to him, he would probably be faithful to it. However, it also depends on who's writing. If he is writing, how competent of a writer is he? And yeah, as you said, like, you also got corporate overreach. What will happen there? So, but I guess we'll see whenever it comes out. I hope it's on like lore. Well, I mean, it probably has to be on lore, because you can't really do something with like the game itself. But
it's the same issue I have with the whole. There's going to be an Elden Ring adaptation as well.
Yeah, you can do stuff with the lore. There's plenty of lore there. It's just, hopefully it's not watch this person who doesn't speak at all just go through.
Or they take the person that doesn't speak at all and then they make them speak, and it's awful.
Yeah, exactly. I just hope God, I just hope there's not a whole bunch of modern isms, if you get what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I'm worried about.
In this thing, because it'll make it corny and stupid. We do not need, it needs to be as it is in the game, like the talking, all that. It doesn't need to be 2026 or whatever LA.
I mean,
in Bloodborne.
if you want a show about Bloodborne, lore accurate Bloodborne, all you have to do is go record some daily activities over in London for a little while.
Yes, exactly. Bloodborne is London simulator. That's how London is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think there's avenues to do good. I have reservations, like I just really want it to fail because I'm mad that I didn't get my Bloodborne remastered, but I'll put those aside because I don't want an adaptation for Bloodborne. I want Bloodborne remastered.
I hope it goes down like Mark's did, but the thing is that Mark was working with an indie developer.
Yeah.
Not this is FromSoft has become a corporation now.
Yeah.
AAA corporation, so I don't know how much corporate overreach is going to happen here. And not to mention Sony as well.
Yeah, if it's through lore, it'll probably be about Gurman's lore.
Gurman or Ludwig, because they're like the two most popular.
They both lore at the same time, buddy. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Well, when we get more information, we'll have a more nuanced opinion. Right now, the opinion is I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yep. And then speaking of like announcements and trailers, you have the Backrooms. Well, I forgot to bring this up last time. We have the Backrooms trailer. Have any of y'all seen it?
I saw that trailer.
Yeah.
When you posted
What do y'all think?
I don't know why. I don't know.
I mean, it's being produced by Kane Pixels himself. So
yeah, I mean, it seems like.
Yeah, and it's being done by A24 Studios. So, in which they are an indie studio that has been they're very experimental. So there's a chance this will be great, and there's also a chance it could be terrible. But I'm hoping it's the former.
From the trailer, it looks like it could be Backrooms.
But it depends on how much interaction the people have.
Yeah.
Because if they're just yapping the whole time, that's not the Backrooms.
Yeah. Well, it also depends on... Yeah, go on.
But the other issue is just how is this going to actually land?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to... If he makes it the way he makes his videos, it's going to land pretty well for people like me.
Yeah.
But it's not going to hit at all for the older generation. They're going to be like, what is this nonsense?
But I don't think they...
This is sending with like Markiplier's movie, like all the older people that never known the game or something like that. Like,
yeah, but they could still get into the movie. My thing is that if it is the the found footage horror style that Kane Pixels uses, it may not hit very well. It may be seen as extremely boring to most people.
And then just us, just like, yes.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it for everyone, but
I mean,
it depends on what ratio we're gonna.
Yeah, what I hope he doesn't do is that in order to appeal to everyone, he has a monster show up, and the whole last half is just a monster chase.
Yeah.
When that's not the Backrooms.
That or it turns into some weird horror comedy.
Yeah.
Backrooms.
Oh God, yeah. I hope it doesn't. Turn into like Five Nights at Freddy's, where it's like, it's just goofy.
Yeah.
It's like internet goofy humor just all throughout. It's like, oh gosh, but it's got the style. It's got the aesthetic.
It does.
It's got that down. So, yeah, I'm hoping it'll be good. It comes out next month. We will go to see it. And we'll give our thoughts on it. So, yeah. All right, next up. So there is a animated Avatar: The Last Airbender movie coming out called Aang. It's called The Legend of Aang. It's supposed to be a direct sequel to the original series. Aang, where they're going to be older. Well, there's been a controversy on it of the director to this movie said that he wanted to make everybody like... The voice actors had to fit who they were voice acting, basically. Ethnically and all.
Oh, I get what you mean. Oh my God.
So instead of using the actual original voice actors who also grew up, which would make sense.
Yeah.
Because these characters are now grow up. None of them are going to be on here. So one of the biggest controversies was that Toph older Toph in this one has to be voice acted by a blind Asian girl. Whether or not that blind Asian girl is a good actor, be damned. So, screw the original voice actor because she's not a blind Asian woman.
I mean, heck, even like older and even like I think even like Legend of the Car stuff. I know that's a bad one.
Yeah.
But they have the voice actors that play the older characters, and they actually it sounds good.
Yeah, it's just we're in this modern age where of stupid, like we make incredibly stupid decisions for the sake of diversity, basically.
To be honest,
like skill be damned, basically. Like it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, after what they did with Legend of the Car, I wasn't hoping anything.
Well, I don't think anything good is going to come from this anyway. His story didn't need to be continued.
No, the original series is perfect the way that it is, and when decisions like this are made in the production, I have very little reason to believe that it's not going to be just a bunch of modernism crap put into it. So, yeah, but I guess we'll see when it comes out.
I'm pretty sure Legend of Korra actually gave us some episodes where we talked about all of their experience being adults and everything like that.
Yeah,
too. So I'm just like,
this is just.
Do we even need this?
Yeah, no, I don't think we do need this. It's just banking off of how popular the original series is. So, but we'll see.
So apparently, Avengers Doomsday budget got reported. It was like $800 million to $1 billion.
Yeah, like it is looking to be one of the most expensive movies of all time.
Are they destroying real Eiffel Towers?
Like, I don't know. Like, that's what I was going to ask. Where's this money going?
Yeah.
Like, are you paying Robert Downey Jr. $500 million just to come back?
No, Robert Downey Jr.'s budget is apparently like upwards to $100 million for this.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, why wouldn't he not? Why would he want to come back?
That is insane. Yeah. But this is money being just pissed down the toilet. Like, it is. Because it's not going to make that. I don't think it's going to make that much in theaters.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it is either.
If it's really bad, I'm just going to laugh.
Yeah. It has to make that much to break even.
Mm-hmm.
It has to make even more to be successful.
They're throwing everything at this movie, hoping that it would work. But the thing is your sentiment is so bad right now that it's not going to work. Your best course of action would have been to make cheaper, smaller things that were good to start rebuilding faith.
Hey, they didn't build up Doctor Doom the way that they built up Thanos. So
well,
nobody's really going to care.
Well, that leads into the next topic.
Yeah.
Apparently, Avengers Endgame is coming back to theaters with more content to it to bring it more in line with Avengers Endgame. Or in Avengers Doomsday.
So is this going to be like a Kingdom Hearts 1 remaster situation where they added Xemnas into Kingdom Hearts 1, and so they added Xemnas. The Xemnas fight was not in the original when it's in the remaster. So they're going to add Doctor Doom somewhere in this?
I think so, and I think it's also just to completely retcon all of the shows and stuff that happened in between.
Well, I remember hearing that they are saying that this is a direct sequel to Endgame.
Yeah.
End game.
Well, Endgame doesn't mean it's the end.
It should have ended there.
No, Endgame just meant the end game of Thanos.
It should have ended there.
But no, I'm whatever they're gonna do is either gonna be stupidly hilarious because it's not gonna make any sense. But I'm down for it because we should not take into account any of the shows. She-Hulk should never show up.
Yeah.
This female Thor should never show up.
Yeah.
No, but Shang-Chi is apparently going to show up, and he's beyond Endgame. So,
yeah, and Shang-Chi's a terrible friggin' character too,
and a terrible movie.
Yeah.
The Legend of the Rings.
They probably have to have the Eternals show up because they have too big of a role in that. This movie's going to be the biggest slop that's ever slopped. Like, is what this is going to be. It's going to be hilariously bad. Like, it needs to make Avatar, James Cameron's Avatar money to even be successful.
Yeah.
And that's probably not going to happen nowadays.
They pretty much need to be the top if they want to even get a good amount. Like very
Yeah.
above.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I ain't gonna happen.
No, like they're set completely for failure. Like,
Yes.
the only thing that I see happening is them possibly breaking even.
Yeah.
But I don't even think they will because sentiment around Disney and especially Marvel is just so bad right now.
Yeah.
Your best course of action would have been to, first off, the easiest one for everybody, stop with the DEI, stop with the
Yes.
slamming in the ham-fisted message,
Mhm.
throw out all your leftist weirdos
Mhm.
and or propagandists as well, and make some smaller things that are good,
Mm-hmm.
and then start rebuilding sentiment that way, and then
Yeah.
release a movie like this with a way less budget,
Yeah.
and it would have made bank.
Yes. Well, the reason why Endgame made almost $2 billion is because it was a huge build up over a decade of building up to Thanos. There hasn't been this for Doctor Doom. Like,
Oh yeah, no.
nobody's really carrying. Like, the only build up to Doctor Doom we got was at the end of that Fantastic Four movie. That's the only. So now we're supposed to, because if you watch the trailer, Thor literally goes like, "This is the worst thing we've ever faced. It's going to take all of us to band together and face them." I'm not joking. He says that. This dude shows up.
Thanos deleted half the
Yeah.
universe.
This dude just shows up. We're supposed to believe he's just the most powerful thing ever.
Well, we know it's Robert. We know it's Robert Downey Jr. because he's supposed to be some sort of alternate dimension Iron Man.
Yeah, but
I mean, if you really call it, you know that's true. But anyways,
yeah, but I'm speaking from just
yeah.
the MCU isolated itself. Like, yeah.
I mean, heck,
And there,
in the comic, pretty sure Thanos like obviously snap behind his name. He
Yeah.
just sparring. I was like,
everybody wanted to see the continuation of Infinity War. That's
Yeah.
why it made almost $2 billion. Endgame made almost $2 billion. This one's not going to make that. Yeah, I can almost bet money that it's not going to make that much money. So,
There's no build up, none of that, and unfortunately, that's just kind of the issue with with how Marvel set up
mhm.
their Avengers series. That's just going to be kind of the issue with all villains going forward.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's... there's so many characters in this that this story is going to be like the definition of "and then this happens" kind of writing. It's going to be completely plot driven. The characters are going to like just be
I
puppets.
can almost
strung along.
guarantee you that this will not be the end of it. This will be they will do another big cliffhanger to try to capitalize on the excitement again.
There's huge theories that Doctor Doom is going to kill everybody,
Yeah,
and then it's going to end on that. And to that I say, yeah, kill all of them and then end, and then
yeah. Don't make another movie.
I'm going to have the MCU just be a complete tragedy. Just,
Yeah.
either one of them needs to die, and it'll be over.
Yes.
That is all.
Now moving to TV shows. What TV shows have you been watching, Joseph? Been watching any of them?
Not really.
Not really, bruh. You ain't watching your animes,
And you do.
bruh. Come on now.
I've been 10 to 14 hours of Pokemon. Okay,
Man,
I've been doing that.
you-
I don't know how he does that. When I play Pokemon, I gotta have Pokemon. I gotta have a YouTube video. I gotta have Subway Surfers on the right.
you got to slow.
I gotta have.
You got
I
to
gotta
raw
have-
max.
I gotta have my Warhammer lore playing on the left. The Subway Surfers on the right. Pokemon in the middle. Probably a Jimmy Here video on my phone.
I have YouTube videos going on when I stream sometimes, especially for those because I'm just.
I can tell because 90% of your stream is silent.
Yeah, you got to do raw maxing.
Oh yeah. When you're going back and forth trying to get a shiny and nothing else is really happening, you're just sitting there, just like, yeah, this is happening.
But is that so you haven't really watched?
Pretty much.
Okay. So, yeah, for me, it's been JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm on part 5, which is probably my favorite part. Part 4 has my favorite villain, but part 5, I love the Italian mob kind of setting that they got, where the mob has stands that they use. It's yeah. Anyway, been watching that, and also watching Invincible and Smiling Friends. The last 2 episodes of Smiling Friends, which we'll get into that with you, Chandler. But what have you been watching anything other than those 2?
A little bit of Breaking Bad.
Bruh, let's go.
He watched Jane die.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Indeed.
Yes.
Kind of deserved, though. She was a
Uh-huh.
little piece of crap.
Uh-huh.
I'm joking.
You're just misogynistic. You just hate women. Yeah. But, yeah, so anything else other than that?
No.
Other than that? So, we watched the last 2 episodes of Smiling Friends. What do you think about them, Chandler?
They're
The
wild.
season finale, the series finale, apparently.
They are wild.
They are. They are, they are vulgar, so for our Christian audience, just know that, so... But, yeah, Smiling Friends as a series has ended. So, yeah, because they apparently don't want to turn it into slop, which I get that, but I think they could have done 2 more seasons at least. Make it 5 seasons, but...
Yeah, I do. They got greenlit for them. I do think they had enough talent to do that without it becoming slop, but...
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I'm glad with what we got. Hopefully they can return to it years down the line, maybe. So, yeah. And whatever else they make, hopefully it's as quality.
Yeah, in short, Robot Man, which was actually apparently an Indian dude inside the robot,
Yes.
allowed himself to get plowed by Mr. Boss, and then Mr. Boss is like, and they go, "Are you good, Mr. Boss?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I knew that was an Indian guy the whole time. I was just talking about those paintings up there. Who is that?"
Yes. A very specific woman. I don't know.
Yeah, Alan painting 100 paintings of a very specific woman.
Yes.
Glep's terrified of it,
Yep.
of the robot.
Yes. And then he got,
Charlie got fat because he didn't work anymore.
yes.
Pim got depressed because he doesn't work anymore.
Yep.
And then turns out the robot was an Indian dude who was told by, fakenews.com
Yes.
that he should hide his face to actually make friends.
Yes. And then you got Charlie's uncle.
And then the next episode is Charlie's uncle, who was an absolute scumbag.
Yes.
Charlie finally stands up to him. He's like, they're in jail together. Charlie finally stands up to him and he's like, "See, I was testing you all these years just so you'd finally stand up to me." Then the cop's like, "All right, you guys can come out." Charlie and Pim walk out and he slams the door on his uncle and he's like, "No, not you. You're staying here a long time." Charlie turns around and he's like, wait, this was all just a test for me. And he's like, "No, I'm not worried about all that. This is that, I forgot what it was, but he was like some serial R-word or R-wordist. And then and then Charlie's like, "Wait, was that a test too?" And then his uncle's like, No, that's not a test. I had some personal things going on." And then throughout that episode, Alan is going on a date with this beautiful girl. He loves her. She's really into him, and they're about to have at it on the beach when Charlie and them walk out, and they've got a dog. It's his uncle's dog. The dog gets off the leash and goes and rips the face off of the girl, and it turns out it's the landlord. He's back. He wanted to hang out with Alan one more time.
Yes.
What the heck? You don't know my evil plan was to finally hang out again, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that darn dog. What?
And then he looks at they start fighting.
They start fighting, and he goes, "No, we will meet again." And then he runs away doing like a crab run, and across the ocean.
Across the ocean. Yes.
What the?
Yes. And that's the end of the series.
Hopefully they'll come back for like some specials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Kind of like what
something like that.
South Park's doing now, where
Yeah.
they just like upload one special a year.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. You don't want to turn your art into just content for the sake of it. I actually respect that. But I do think they could have made 2 more seasons. But yeah. But yeah, really funny, absurdist humor. Again, vulgar. So just know that for our fellow Christians going into it. Take that into account.
Then we got to learn why Omni-Man's so tired all the time.
Oh yes. Then we watched we watched the second episode of season 4 of Invincible. I mean, it's still solid. It's got some problems with like plot, like just things happening kind of. But the characters are consistent. That's my big thing.
I
As
will
long as
say-
the characters are consistent, then I'm able to.
Yeah, I
Still
will say
enjoy
the
it.
beginning of that episode was wild.
What was the beginning? Oh,
The
yeah,
Ultramites, like, what was it? It's billions of them died.
yeah, because
to that plague.
Yeah, of a sickness. Yeah, but yeah, then Omni-Man just wants to sleep.
He really wants to sleep, and he's very mad that he found out that there's more rooms that he could have stayed in.
Yes, yes.
And then that,
If you watch the episode, if you know,
and then the pilot is just absolutely petty. Omni-Man didn't do anything to him. He was just really angry and threw a pillow at him.
yes,
And this dude nearly gets him and Alan killed.
yes. But yeah, really good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty solid so far. So yeah, it is a TVMA rated superhero show. So just know that. And with all that being said, we don't really have any TV show news right now. So that's all we have for this podcast. Because this one is kind of one very topic heavy. We don't really have like an analysis thing. This is kind of how we would do things. Where it'll be the topics, and then if we have like an analysis, we'll have that as well within the topics. But this one we didn't really have one, so yeah. Anyway, what do y'all think? Let us know y'all's thoughts in the comments down below. If y'all like the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you really like what we do, then hit that subscribe button. It'll help us out greatly. Thank y'all for listening or watching. We love y'all. God bless y'all, and we will see you all next time. Peace.